Well, hello, lifestylers, and welcome back to Lifestyle with LaToshia. Well, I'm back. I am back in my bedroom, and if you had not had an opportunity to check it out, the video where I decorated this space is already up, so definitely check it out. But I want to thank you all for joining me today, because now we are in the process where we are going to continue and do the other side where we are sleeping in our owner suite master bedroom space. I did have a little bit of a delay with some of the things that I had ordered for that space, which is why I ended up having to do this in two parts. And the reason for that is I ordered some new draperies, and unfortunately there was a little bit of delay in getting all of the draperies in both windows. So I ended up having to press pause a little bit and start doing other areas, and it worked out fine. But now today we're going to get to continue that space, and I'm going to get it all completed. And I think what I said in the last video of this space was what I'm really excited about is that this space this year will have 2 trees. So I'm really excited because this is the first one, and we incorporated some red. If you've been following me on this channel, you know that I went and got some red ornaments and things at that shopping haul back in the summer, and I was able to incorporate the red into my bedroom, and I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So I'm really excited, and I'm thankful that you are here. So if this is what you're interested in, when you clicked on YouTube and you decided you wanted to watch some videos, you're in the right space, because here we do a little bit of DIY, some home decor. Of course, we do family and faith. I also do a little bit of real estate, but then Christmas is really a big thing. So we're going to be doing a lot of Christmas on this channel. And I want to tell you, if this is your first time being here, welcome. Thank you for stopping by and clicking on this channel so that you can see all that we've got going on. And then for the people who've already been here and that have subscribed, I want to tell you thank you as well, because you guys are rock stars and we absolutely love you guys. So we're going to go ahead and get started on that side. Of course, as always, leave your comments down below. And then if you haven't subscribed, but you're interested in seeing more of what we have to do, then hit that subscribe button. And then if you're inspired in any way or you like what you've seen, share this video with someone else. Right quick, I'm going to talk a little bit about this set that you see me in. Because I'm in my bedroom, I decided to keep it a little cozy today. This is a set that I got from TJ Maxx. And I want to say probably when I was getting ready to do that fall shop with me, I went in that store and I stumbled upon these pajamas, which came 3-piece sets. It was a top, these little cute shorts, and then it also has a pair of pants. It is the softest material, and I absolutely love it. And I wanted you guys to see it so that you can check it out and get you a pair as well. And what I love about it is that, like today in Georgia, we're in the 70 degrees, so it's not really cold at night. But you can wear a pair of shorts, and then when it gets a little bit cooler, you can throw on the pants. So you've got many options. So definitely check out TJ Maxx and see what they've got. And I'm sure they're going to be bringing in all different colors for the winter and Christmas season. So you definitely should check them out. Anyway, guys, we're going to go ahead and get started with this video. As I said before, I thank you for joining me today. Let's see what we can do on the other side. Enjoy. All right, here we go. And the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to start out showing you the tree that I've adorned in my bedroom space. So I've chosen some red ribbon, some gold ribbon, some white poinsettias, a lot of champagne gold picks because I wanted it to tie in with the khaki color. So I didn't go too bright on the gold. And as you can see, I didn't do a lot of adornment on the tree to overfill it. I wanted to keep it simplistic because this is my first year going with red. So I wanted to keep it subtle and just give little pops of color in the tree. And I love the way that it turned out. All of the red ornaments I was able to get in that haul. And then, of course, I had to bring up my golden deer. I absolutely love these, and I got these a couple of years from Big Lots. And then at the bottom of the tree, I just put a couple of oversized ornaments just to continue that pop of color at the bottom of the tree. Okay, so now let's go back a little bit because I want to show you guys how we actually started this process. And the first thing that we did was we brought in those new set of draperies that took so long to come, but they finally arrived. And so I had my husband, I recruited him to come in and actually put up the new draperies all around the room. And so he did that. And then I'm going to steam them a little bit just to get out those travel wrinkles that they come with. And then we're going to move right along to the next project, which is installing some rechargeable lights above our bed. So we had spoken and talked about possibly having an electrician come by and install some recessed lights above the bed space. And then I stumbled upon these. Oh my gosh, they're from Amazon, and I will link them in my LTK shop in the link down below, or you can scan them with this QR code, which is right on the screen, and it'll take you directly to my LTK shop where you can find anything that I've actually installed in my house that is still shoppable. These are so cool because you can change the color, you can change the brightness. They are awesome. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to move right on in to setting up our bed. So I've ordered these sheets. Once again, this is something that you can scan down below, and I'll have it on there. But these sheets are actually amazing. They are so soft. They actually feel like butter on your skin. And I was really surprised because honestly, you don't really know sometimes when you get sheets, right? These actually feel like soft flannel, but they don't have the heat of flannel sheets. Because if you know anything about flannel sheets, they can get really warm. This is also the quilt set. It is a corduroy quilt set, 3 pieces that I actually got from Amazon as well. And I was nervous because I thought about that old school quilt that Grandma used to have that literally would have you so secured to the bed you couldn't get up for 3 days. So I was a little nervous about this one, but when I tell you, I felt so good for my husband to tell me the comforter or the quilt actually felt like you were getting a hug in the middle of the night. It is the perfect weight. It's not too heavy. It's not overbearing, and it feels just really good. And this is a king size bed we have. As you can see, it comes over the side. We don't get that often. Some comforters that I've done, they don't come that way. So this one does come with the oversized pillow covers that I'm actually going to put on after I put on the actual pillows that we sleep on. The sheet set actually came as a set of 4, and the quilt set came as a set of 3. And so it was the perfect size, the perfect weight, and I absolutely love the way that it was starting to turn out. So here I am, I'm putting those on there. And like I said, this is a king size, so it fits perfectly. And what I really loved about the color that I chose, it was a monochromatic look. With that red though, was just the perfect kiss of color. And I loved it. So the pillows, these are the same pillows that I used over in my sitting area. So I brought some more over, and then this piece. Give it to God and go to sleep, because that's what we need to do every day. So we're going to move right along to the nightstands. I'm going to bring in a candle holder, a little faux Christmas tree, and then I'm going to bring in a candle for my husband that's in a frosted cranberry scent. And then this little deer that I've adorned with a ribbon. And then we're going over to my side, and I'm going to mirror the exact same thing that I did on his, with the exception my candle, because I love apples, is going to be an apple wreath scent. And I got these from Pop Shelf in my drive-thru up there a few days ago. And of course, another reindeer, which mine happens to be seated. The next area that we're going to do around the room is that I'm now going to go to my husband's dresser, and I'm going to add in a faux Christmas tree and those nutcrackers from Walmart. And then I'm going to bring in a little house that has a tea light just to give him a little pop of light on his dresser. Now, returning back to the bed, I'm going to bring in this piece that I've actually got from Z Gallery a few years ago. And I'm going to bring in a Norfolk pine swag that I'm actually going to add onto this. And I'm just going to adorn it with some little glam Christmas trees that I got from at home a few years ago. And then I'm going to bring in some red ornaments oversized just to fill up that space. And the final thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to bring over one of those poinsettias that I actually use in my sitting area just to tie the two spaces together. Now, you guys know at the foot of the bed, I normally have two swivel chairs, but I decided that I wanted to bring in something a little bit different. So I went and got some stools that we already had, and I figured they tied in well enough with the color. I'm going to bring in our throw blanket right here on the end because I love laying on the bed sometime reading a good book. And then this one is going to be the Architectural Digest. And actually, Giorgio Armani was an inspiration from this book for our bedroom. And so now we're going to light the candles on my side, and then I'm going to follow up and do the same thing on my husband's side, and then we're going to do the final reveal. Make sure to leave your comments down below and enjoy. Well, all right, guys, that's going to be it. So what do you think? So I'm really loving the way that it turned out, and my tree, you know what? If you haven't realized it by now, by being on this channel, I am a lover of Christmas trees. I love the fact that they create such an environment in my home, and my family absolutely loves it. And so the reason that we do, of course, videos early is because we want you all to be able to see and be inspired and to get some ideas for your own home. But honestly, I started doing trees early in my household, I want to say maybe 15 years ago. And the reason being is that time moves so fast and you end up losing time. And so you don't get a chance to enjoy it if you put it up in December. And that's just my personal take on it. So for that, I always do it early in my household. And that just gives me time to be able to fully enjoy the spirit that it brings into the environment and in my household. And I just love it. So I hope that you've enjoyed it. I hope you've enjoyed my tree decorating. I hope you've enjoyed the bedroom space. I actually love it. I love the way that it turned out, and my husband does too. He was really impressed. And so I'm grateful. And so as we wrap this up, I want to say thank you for joining me today. Thank you for stopping by, and thank you for watching. Thank you for hitting that like button. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for leaving your comments. And most importantly, thank you for sharing with someone else. Until the next time and the next tree, I'll see you guys later. Take care and good night.